So, good afternoon. Happy Friday. August, not August, not even August, folks. I don't know where I'm going with that. But this is surely September 10th, 2021. Good to be here today. Just have a couple of things on my mind. One are those 18 individuals that are Trump supportees that got additional kinds of jobs for 3-year terms. A, did they have the qualifications? I don't know. But, and B, are they worthy of still holding this position? So you know who you are. You know that you've been called out, and you know it's time to go. Period. End of statement. Number two, Larry Elder. If you think, oh no, let me not say that because I have no proof. Let me just invite every Californian that is able to cast a ballot to vote. Please get up Tuesday. Please get up Tuesday and go to the polls and vote for Gavin Newsom. Do not, do not, do not allow Larry Elders to be successful. He's not going to be good for California because he's not good for himself. And so he has no consciousness about his blackness. It's on another level of where I don't even understand. But he's full of shit. So I'm just inviting. Oh my God, you political people, you political folks that love going to the polls. Get up Tuesday and go to the polls. Just go and cast your ballot. Please, please, please do not let Larry Elders win. You're not going to be happy, California. You will not be happy. So I'm not going to rant long because, I got kind of put off from here. But I have to say the right thing all the time. So, hmm, I'm done with 18 Trump appointees. You know you're supposed to be gone the minute that Joe Biden took office. It wasn't that kind of a job. And the fact that you're still being able to earn money is a disgrace to me because I'm a Democrat and I'm not happy with the fact that you 18 are still earning money and you don't have the qualifications for the boards that you're sitting on. Only my service people. The rest of you all, no, you should have been gone. You should have left the money there December 1st, after the 2020 elections. You should have given up your position, and you know it. So don't, God. Do people, I guess we do. We have to really get up. We have to really go to the polls. We have to really, really just tell you guys to leave us alone. I'm only one person. I'm one woman, and I'm 75 years old. And I'm doing this because I need to get some stuff off my chest. Life ain't easy. It can be easy. Happiness is a job. Being happy is a 24/7 job because the only one that's supposed to make you happy is you. And if you don't know how to find your own personal happiness, your own personal worth, you will be unhappy for a long time. So we got to get happy with this. Like I say, I get up every morning. I'm 75 years old. When I get up and I look at myself, I say, oops, I woke up black today. hmm What kind of life opportunities are you going to present to me? How can I navigate these waters so I can be successful? Or more importantly, how can my children navigate these waters and be successful? So I'm just asking you to pay attention. Share your humanity. Share your kindness. Human kindness can be overflowing if we just mind our business. I don't have any conversations for the haters today. But what I do want my podcast listeners to pay attention. The one thing that if you got friends in California, call them today and encourage them to go to the polls on Tuesday to make sure that we don't get Larry Elders, in a position of power. It's not going to be good for California. So if we Texans have information to folk that live in California, give them a call, encourage them, please, to get up and go to the polls and exercise their right to vote. If you don't get up, you let Mr. Elders win, your life is just going to go tipsy-turvy because he does not have a good consciousness of who he is. Like I said, I get up every morning, I got to deal with the fact that I'm black. And no one is protecting my children. And you all do. Let me see how I want to phrase this so I stay clear. So what I want to do is I'm not going to even say that. I'm just going to ask you to be prayerful, be mindful, pray for our country. We're in a pickle right now. And if we don't do the right things, we'll get a whole new whatever in a minute. So we need to do our part. But right now, I want to challenge everybody to start writing letters and making telephone calls in the following areas. One is sorry guys. One is HR 4, that is the John Lewis Voter Rights Advancement Act. Need to encourage folks in Congress and the Senate to vote for this bill, please. The second one is HR 35. That is the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act, the 116th Congress. Here again, they can still lynch us because lynching is still on the books. So we need to work on solving this HR 35. We need to work on HR 1280. That is the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2021. Okay? There is a Senate Bill 3178. This is the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act 2018. I'm asking you guys to please start calling your people that we've given the votes to. We need to start calling them and telling them that we have some things that we would like to have taken. Sorry, better than things. We have some issues that we would like to have taken care of. And they're very simple. Why am I still dealing with the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act? Why am I still dealing with the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act? Why am I still dealing with Senate Bill 3178? And why am I still talking about HR 4, the John Lewis Voter Rights Advancement Act? Why am I still talking about these things? Come on. Oh my Jesus. We need to move to that space and where we become adults and make adult moves because we've studied some issues and we do have a frame of reference that can be shared. I'm trying so hard today to make everything so nice, and it's hard because even though, like I've said before, happiness is a job. because no one is responsible for you being happy but yourself. You can't ask your mate, he needs to be working on himself. You can't ask your children, they're working on themselves. When we entered this thing of marriage, when we walked down that aisle, we should have been walking down that aisle knowing that he is a man, I'm a woman, and these are my roles. I have options to work, not to work, or not be in a relationship, period. We have some options. But if we choose to join this thing called a family and have children, we have to have a different step. We have to be mindful that we are rearing our children to take our positions later in life. So I'm encouraging you. I am encouraging you. Please look at H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voter Rights Advancement Act. Please look at that. Support it. Ask your folk in in the Senate and the Congress to look at that and pass it. Pass H.R. 35, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. Why are we still talking about I can be lynched? I don't understand. That's my problem. I don't understand. I don't understand how we don't have H.R. 1280, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act of 2021. I don't understand why that hasn't passed. I don't understand why we're still tinkering with it. I have no idea, except those people like, Rand Paul, Justin Amash, Thomas Massey, Ted Yoho, Louis Gohmert. And I saw Louis Gohmert on TV yesterday talking about something. I was so irritated, I didn't even turn the volume up because he has no respect. These four, Amash, Massey, Yoho, and Gohmert, have no respect for H.R. 35, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. Okay? They are not willing to share. That's all I can say. I'm going to say this as gently and as kindly as I possibly can. Those of us in Texas and other southern states that have the nerve to have segregation academies, I just don't know how you're making that happen. Outside of you know very well how to write proposals to get money out of the public domain for education and have it transferred over into these academies where you can keep on pushing that belief that in the end you're going to it is the white mentality to preserve the white history. That's all you're concerned with. So I think we just need to keep the focus up, keep calling, keep talking about it. Make Cuomo and Don Lemon and make them talk about it. Let's just say we have some concerns. If you can look at me and listen to me and then check me, then hey, I'm just saying, let's just think a different way. Everybody, we just some things at 75, I still shouldn't be worrying about. I shouldn't be worrying about a Justice in Policing Act. George, I shouldn't be worried about that because justice in policing should be automatic. I'm just saying. What am I going to tell my children whose lives my kids are out there in the world? I dare you say you're not going to provide opportunities for them. Are you making it very hard for them to find what is it? Mm, to be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle for themselves. Like I said, I'm 75. I've got a 52, a 53, a 50, and a 37. So my kids are out there in the world. They're moving in the world. And they're African Americans moving about in the world. And they know who they are. And we're all just trying to do the right thing. We're just trying to say the right thing. We're just trying to be a kinder kind of person. I'm just asking. The last thing is I keep talking about where are the Democrats? That's what I need to ask. Where are you? I don't see you combating anything. Now you guys are checking me, but you're not checking nobody else. I don't understand how we got here. So now, like I said yesterday, when I was really cute and had everything in and everything down, going down, then I went to print and found I didn't have no ink. So then I really can't see that I did on yesterday. But I know I wanted to hit some things. One of them was these segregation academies. You got to give them up sooner or later. We're going to come for you, and we're going to come for our money, and you're going to have to learn how to share. And you might find my children sitting in your segregated academy classrooms. You're going to have to do a better job. That's all I'm saying. Segregation is a wasted energy. White nationalists, white separatists say we must secure the existence of our people and the future white children. That is the project of white nationalists. This is the project of white supremacists. They are working now, and they're making their work count. Well, where are they in your Republican Party, man? So, like I said yesterday, women, we're gonna have to come together, you know. And I called out some women yesterday, but all of you women that are enjoying the luxury of being with black or white men, but either one, where you find yourself being comfortable in Rolls Royce and Maseratis and Beamers, when you have to give back, you have to share sooner or later. Sooner or later. Sooner or later. My prayer is that you guys just learn to do better, because we can be better. Because it's not going to be a black or white issue. Not in not much longer. Do you realize how do you realize how many other people are in America right now? Hmm. And if I really started looking at white folk and your agenda, because this is what you have written about yourself. I'm serious, it is in writing what the what the political agenda or what the Republican agenda is right now. And right now, it's going to protect white nationalists. It's going to protect white supremacists because they need or they must secure the existence of their people and for future white children. They have this in writing. So what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to think about that when I come back and say, oh, But I'd like you to take a look at H.R. 4, the John Lewis Photo Rights Advancement Act. When I ask you to come forward and stand up to H.R. 35, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act, come on. When I ask you to vote for H.R. 1280, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act of 2021, why is this not already done? And why do I have to ramble about it? We need to keep the focus going. Just need to keep the focus. But now my women, and I did something yesterday that I don't normally do, and that's, let's call out women. But ladies, we're gonna have to come together, and we're gonna have to decide that, oh my God, we need to give our help to those that just do not live that luxury lifestyle. I'm not mad that you got it, but I am mad that you're not sharing. Not sharing with me personally, but sharing with the idea of trying to promote just maintaining, just maintaining material conditions that are great for their lives. It's going to require you to share. I don't know how much better to put that. We have to share. But women, we all need to come together because they're out here after us now. They are already doing women's rights. Reproductive autonomy is no longer yours. Body anatomy is no longer yours. You have to open these rights up. What about my LGBTQ? What am I going to do with them? How are you going to just, oh God, get in here and tell me I can't have an abortion? Who are you? You are a man. You don't rule. You don't rule my body. Susan Anthony told you all a long time ago that no man, shit, is worthy of. No man can govern you unless you give him consent. And I don't recollect giving consent for my rights, my ability to abort my child is my right. I have the right to do that. And because you're pissed because your numbers are not going up, I don't have anything to do with that. But just take a fast forward, brothers, and you people know who you are. There can be no more black and white. Okay? Because one, you haven't done away with Plessy versus Ferguson. So we are still considered one drop, one drop, one drop, one drop of black blood means that every child is now considered African American. Okay. We can't control who we love or how love walks into our environments. We can't control that. These environments that we create have to be safe. They have women. The environments have to be safe. Women, the children must be safe. They have to believe in us. They have to believe that we're not lying to them, and we're not trying to. Start to say something ugly, so let me figure out another way to say this. We have the ability, adults, not to lie to our children, but we are still doing it, which is not a good look. So I'm just saying, moving forward, women, We, we certainly need to join forces on women's rights and get men out of my body. That's just the nice way to do it. The second thing, we voting rights. Why am I coming back with HR? Why am I coming back with HR 4 when I got either the 14, 15, 16, but I got the right to vote in 1968. Why are you trying to tell me I can't vote now? Oh, you were sick of me going to the polls? Well, guess what? I'm going to get up and go one more time just to show you that we're not playing here. We want all these non sufficient funds checks cashed now in 2021 or 2022. And we have to really be careful about how we are doing the things we're doing now. Criminal reform, women, I would like you to come together to help me just protect my sons. A black woman, can't do that. I've given them the best information that I possibly could provide. And short of not having children, if I didn't have any, I wouldn't have to worry about a lot of these things. But I had children, and I'm trying to make sure they end up being productive citizens. And so you're going to have to help me work on that to ensure that that happens. And they deserve the right to vote. Yeah. Are you getting the picture? Because see, when once all of us, just all of us, decide to do the right thing, things will change, but it's going to take all of us. All of us. All 331 million of us. Because right now, they're trying to pit white against black. And in blacks, you have your browns, you have your dark browns, you have your people of color, and you have your people across the board who find themselves in vulnerable situations. All of us need to come together because all of us need to work with this ravaging of women's rights, ravaging of voting rights, ravaging of criminal reform, ravaging of economic insecurities, ravaging with climate control, and ravaging with gun legislation. Look, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 issues we're going to have to tackle, which means we're going to have to be talking to these men that we sleep with and tell them to do better. You know who you are. If you're married and you're living the life, and I don't want to I don't want to say that you should not have all the success that you have. I appreciate the fact that you give us a look at what success is all about. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm mad at your inhumanity to everybody else. Do you really? How? No, I'm not going to go there either. But it is your inhumanity to everybody else that's causing me anxiety. That's making me have to look at and review some things. And it shouldn't be this way. I've never talked about racism before, or at least as much as I do now, because I got to get a lot of stuff off my chest. I lived through a lot. And what I'm saying, moving forward, there has to be a new thought, ladies and gentlemen. For my folks that have not gotten vaccinated, please think a new thought. Help us all be better. Help America be better. Just help us. Just call your people and tell them that, hey, come on now. You must treat women better. You must treat voters better. You must do better with how you arrest me, how you kill me, and this thing. I'm not going to go there. Just saying. We need to think a new thought. We need to do a better job. There's no shame in sharing. There's no shame in heeding the words of the folk that are not able to make it. The goal of living is to always try your best to persevere. So the only thing that I wish for my children is that they persevere. I think that's just the only way I made it to 75. I got up every day. I would inhale, I would exhale, and I would say that, put that one foot in front of the other and keep it moving. Keep moving forward. Keep trying to be a better person. So all I'm asking you guys to do is pay attention, be better at contacting individuals that for support. We're putting our support out there. I'm going one by one more time. Need support on H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voter Rights Advancement Act. We need support on H.R. 35, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. We need support on H.R. 1280, the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act of 2021. And we need support on Senate Bill 3178, Justice for Victims of Lynching Act of 2018. I didn't believe, couldn't believe that in my being 75, still talking to you about voting and voter suppression. I'm still talking to you about the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. And I'm still talking to you about the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act. I thought we were done with all of this. Doesn't do anything but bring harm to our communities. So I'm gently asking again, white women, my white women of privilege, my black women of privilege, and my black women, and my brown women of privilege, and my young folk, young people of just being brown. And they're trying to put this dark brown in here. So I'm going to absorb the Afghanistan and Kabul. Welcome to America. We're going to do our part to make sure you'll be okay. But America on the other side of Jordan, you can make sure your 331 million are safe. And you know there's some things you need to do. I shouldn't be talking about HR 4. I shouldn't be talking about HR 35. I shouldn't be talking about HR 1280. And I shouldn't be talking about the Senate Bill 3178. I just shouldn't. Because I'm 75. Why do we have to get this out of the way again? Do you really think I'm just going to let you shoot me? I'm just asking a question. course, I guess you will, because I don't do guns. They're not going to move us forward. The hate has got to go. That's all I'm saying. We've got to learn to practice human kindness. There's nothing wrong with practicing human kindness. We've got to remember who we are, what we are, and what we're trying to present to America. Because this morning I'm grieving that a mother would take her children to school and forget she has her baby in the back seat too, left in a car, a year old, now dead. Come on, ladies. It's not that serious. If we are running late, we are running late. And anybody else has to deal with it because I'm in mommy mode. So for me, since I had three, but I had years between mine. I had 16 and 13 years before this last one. But when I had them back to back, that was my focus. If we got in a car and I had two children, when I got out the car, I was asking or calling them by their name as they were exiting the car so that we all could go together. I don't understand how you have three children and you leave your baby in the car from 8:30 in the morning until your end of day. I can't believe that you're coming back to your car and finding your child and they're dead. It's I can't getting to work, that's not my focus. When I got up, I got my babies up, I got them dressed, I got them ready to go. I count 1, 2, 3 because that's how many came out of me. We get in the car, 1, 2, 3. You get out of the car, wherever you 1, 2, 3. If you have 1, 2 going somewhere, you still got 3. You got one more in the back seat that can't speak. I dare you leave your child in the car because you're trying to get to wherever you get. And now the day doesn't serve you anyway. It was a net loss instead of a productive gain. We just need to do a much better job. Look, please keep the focus going on HR 4, HR 35, HR 1280, and Senate Bill 3178. Let's just stop the hate. And I'm just asking you to think a new thought. Just to see us being better citizens. Trying to open up this table now for everybody that's here. And everybody should be respected and valued and heard. Today is Friday. Have a safe weekend. Do the things that keep you safe. Do the things that keep you loving your families. Do the things that involve all of this stuff and just let it flow from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet that human kindness is overflowing. There's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with smiling. There's nothing wrong with giving another person some kind of happiness philosophy. Because in the final analysis, guys, we are the only ones that can make us happy. No one really knows how happy I will be, can be, should be. There's no, come on. So now I know that I'm exhausted, but it's Friday. Be safe. We're not arguing this weekend. We are providing love in positive ways. We are sharing how families work together to get through issues and situations that may come upon them. So now we need to breathe heavily and inly on this Friday and make a note that we're going to do the things that keep our families productive and living. We're not going to drink that much this weekend. We're not going to smoke that much this weekend. We're actually going to be better citizens because we're going to be passing our happy countenance on to everybody that we see. Everybody deserves a smile tomorrow. Well, actually, the day when you get off from work and then get to your weekend. But we need to be smiling. Those of you that have not gotten COVID, please get the shot. Just help America. We have to move away from being so evil. My God. We must do a better job. We just have to do a better job. So, enjoy your weekend. Be safe, be courteous, use your words, and stay away from violence. Just share, just sharing. Yours at liberty.